Hi everyone and welcome back to Sprinkle with Paper. Today we're going to be making 4 different St. Patrick's Day crafts. Each of these crafts are going to help us be prepared for St. Patrick's Day this year. So let's go on ahead and get started with our very first project. The first project we'll be making is a St. Patrick's Day hair bow. The supplies needed are going to be some type of hair bow. I found these on Amazon. And then we're going to need HTV, a heat press, weeding tool, and also measuring tape. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out where I want to put the design, and then I'm just going to take the measurements. So then when I go over to Cricut Design Space, I know how big I need to make the design. So now that we're here in Cricut Design Space, I have an idea for the design I want to make. So I'm just going to go over to Images, and I'm going to be searching for a St. Patrick's Day heart. So as you can see here, there are a lot of really cute ones, but I actually like this one right here, the heart with the little 4-leaf clovers. And I plan on putting some wording inside the heart. So let's select this heart here. And we're just going to resize it and also change the color. I'm going to be using a gold iron-on, so I'm just going to change the color to gold. And then as for the wording on the inside, I'm just going to click on text. And today I decided to use the word luck. So now I'm just going to change the font. And I think that I like this one right here, the BFC Ally B Connected. It's kind of a strange name for a font, but we're going to go with this one right here. And then I'm just going to test out real quick to see if I like it better with an uppercase L or a lowercase. And I think I like it better with the uppercase. And I would like to cut this as one single piece so I can easily just iron it on. So I'm going to highlight the heart and the word luck, and I'm going to select weld. Now we'll just click make, and it's really important now that we're here on our cutting page to make sure that we mirror our image, and then we'll cut it out. Today I will be using a glitter iron-on, and when you're placing your iron-on on your cutting mat, it's important to make sure that you're placing it shiny side down, because that shiny side is going to have our transfer sheet on it, and we don't want to cut through the transfer sheet. That's why we mirror the image and then put our material upside down onto our cutting mat. Now we'll just weed out our design. And I absolutely love weeding out glitter HTV. I find that it's just so satisfying because it always comes off so easily. So I'm just going to weed this out, and then I'm going to use my Cricut mini heat press to apply this onto the bow. Our next project is going to be a St. Patrick's Day bracelet, or in our house we're calling it a St. Patrick's Day wristband because it's for my son. So I found a big pack of these on Amazon. They were really inexpensive. I'll go ahead and link them down in the description. And then you're also going to need permanent vinyl. It's really important that it's permanent. And then we're going to need transfer tape, our weeding tool, and our measuring tape. So to get started, I'm just going to measure the wristband. I'm going to measure the width and the length, and basically just the length of where I would like the design to be, not all the way around. And then we will head on over to Cricut Design Space to create our design. So for this design, I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm just going to click on Images, and I'm going to search for a 4-leaf clover. And we want to select one that does not have any details because we're going to be cutting it out so small. If we get anything where there's going to be little cutouts on it, it's just going to become way too difficult to cut out. So I'm just going to pick out something very basic. We'll resize it. And then I'm going to now duplicate it because we're going to have two of them, one on each side of the wording. And then as for the wording, we're just going to click on text, and I'm going to change the font first because I know exactly what I'm looking for. I'm going to be using the text BFC Athlete, and this is going to be a nice, bold, easy to cut font. And the phrase we're going to be using today is going to be pinch proof. So now that we have our wording, I'm just going to adjust the spacing a little bit. I want the letters to be separated just a little bit more. And then I'm going to move it up in between these two 4-leaf clovers. And since we're going to be placing this on a green wristband, I'm going to change the color to white. Now I'll just double check the sizing, and then we'll select Make. The vinyl I'll be using is a permanent Cricut vinyl, and it's very important that we use a permanent vinyl because we're putting this onto a rubber surface. And I'm actually a little nervous about the permanent vinyl even working, but if it doesn't stick very well, I think I have a solution. But let's first give this a try and see how it works. Now that our vinyl is cut, I'm just going to weed it out, and then I'm going to apply the transfer tape. I'm just slowly going to start placing this onto the band. I'm just going to start on one side and just slowly work my way to the other. And as I'm doing this, I can see that it is sticking, but not very well. So I definitely think we're going to have to move on to the next step to make sure that it's more secure. So my solution for this is to use some of this clear glue. So it's almost like a Mod Podge, so we can be decoupaging this wristband, you could say. So I'm just going to use a paintbrush to put a clear coat over this, and it's going to dry completely clear, but then it's going to seal it onto this band. And some might say just scrap the whole project, but I think it's so cute, and I know my son's really looking forward to this. I already shared that I was going to be making it, so I wanted to make sure that I followed through. But that's the great thing about crafting is sometimes you just need to pivot a little bit, and it just makes for a more interesting project. So now that I've added the clear glue, it's almost completely dry and it's looking great. So you can't even tell that I had put glue over this, and it's going to be nice and secure. It might not stand the test of time, but we really don't need it to. I doubt my son will be wearing this next year, but it's going to be perfect for this year, and I know he's going to be so excited. For our next project, we're going to be making cupcake toppers. And for these, we're going to be needing some type of glitter cardstock. I'm going to be using green and gold. We're going to need our hot glue gun, some toothpicks. I like to use the extra long ones, and then some type of glue. So now that we're back in Cricut Design Space, I'm just going to go back over to images. And this time I'm going to be looking for a St. Patrick's Day cross. So I think that this one is really pretty. And then we'll just resize it. I like my cupcake toppers to be anywhere from 2.5 to 3 inches wide. And just to customize it a little bit and add a little bit more stability to these little toppers, I'm going to be adding an offset layer. So now I'm just going to apply the offset layer, and then I'm going to change that background layer to gold, and then we'll click Make. The glitter cardstock that I'm using and that I always use for my projects is the Recollections brand from Michaels. This is a great quality. The glitter does not shed from the paper, which is huge when you're using this for cakes or cupcakes. And it looks like it's not coming off great or it didn't cut great, but that's only because I accidentally clicked cardstock instead of glitter cardstock. So if I would have selected glitter cardstock, these would have popped off no problem. But it's not the end of the world. I can just go in and pop out these little pieces myself, and they did cut through, just they're not popping off as easily. So I'm going to make sure that when I'm doing the green, I'm going to click glitter cardstock. And now I'll just glue my gold and green pieces together, and I'm using a Recollections glue, and this dries clear, that's why I love it. And then I'm just going to let them dry for a few minutes before attaching the toothpicks. And now when applying my toothpicks, I'm going to be using my hot glue gun, and I'm just going to put a little dab on the back, and when I'm placing my toothpick on, I just give it a little twist, and then I let it dry, and it only takes about 5 to 10 seconds. And now for our last project, we're going to be making pots of gold. So I thought these would be a fun thing for my daughter to hand out to all her friends. They like to leave little treats for each other on the holidays, which I think is precious. So I found these pots of gold at the Dollar Tree, and then we're just going to need some vinyl. I'm using a permanent vinyl in gold and green. Then we're going to need transfer tape, some fun ribbon, and then I just picked up some candy that had gold packaging. So I found these little Twix and then also some Reese's cups. Now back over on Cricut Design Space, we're going to create our design for our pot. So we're going to go back over to images, and I'm going to be searching for a shamrock. And I'm just looking for something kind of cutesy. So I really like this one here that has a little heart. So I'm going to select that one. And then we're just going to resize it to fit onto our pot, and then we're going to add some text. So I'm going to use the word luck, and I'm going to change the font to Quirky Script. This is another one of my favorite fonts that I use all the time. And since I'm going to be cutting this out on vinyl and I want it to cut as one single piece, I'm just going to ungroup the letters. And I'm going to attach them so it looks like a nice cursive font. And then I'm going to highlight the whole thing and click weld. And even though these are going to be cutting separately, the shamrock and luck, I'm just going to place it up over the shamrock so I can see how it looks, make sure I'm happy with the sizing, and then I'm going to click make. And now that all of our vinyl is cut out, I'm just going to add the transfer tape to our shamrocks first. And then I'm going to apply that to our little pots. And then I'm going to add the gold luck wording on top of it. And I'll just continue these steps for the rest of the pots. And lastly, I'm just going to fill these little pots with our gold candy, and then I will tie a little ribbon onto each one of them, and they will be ready to hand out. I want to thank you guys all so much for sticking around and watching today's crafting video. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. And if you've stuck around to the very end, please let me know what kind of crafting video you'd like me to make next. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, happy crafting.